What is corporate insolvency resolution process? Can you tell me in 5 minutes? Definitely. The Insolvency Bankruptcy Code 2016 introduced a new process for resolving corporate insolvency. Of course, this code has got several things in respect of non-corporate as well as individuals also. But so far as corporate is concerned, corporate doesn't mean only company. It could be LLP, it could be any body corporate which is suffering from insolvency. And insolvency is triggered by a common factor called default. If a corporate has defaulted in paying its dues to the creditors generally, then there is a possibility for getting the corporate insolvency resolution process initiated. Creditors under this insolvency and bankruptcy code are majorly divided into two categories. Those who are financial creditors who lend money for the purpose of gaining interest on that. And of course, a new class of financial creditors were added in the aftermath of the discussions relating to Jayaprakash Infratech Limited, because that was a big project and several home buyers suffered a lot. Therefore, the IBC was amended to say home buyers are also financial creditors. And the other category of creditors is operational creditors. The operational creditors are the people who are vendors of goods and services. So under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, you have two categories of creditors. Operational creditors who supply goods and services, and financial creditors who supply money. And these two categories of creditors can initiate the corporate insolvency resolution process, provided the debtor company has defaulted in repaying the dues to them. Let us say a company supplies goods or provides services, and within a year they are supposed to complete the service and they don't get paid for the services they have rendered. Immediately they can issue a notice under section 8 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, and within 10 days the debtor company is supposed to respond. For example, 1 year is the time given under the contract, but they have taken 1.5 years. A dispute could be raised by the debtor saying the service provider did not provide service on time. There is a dispute. Sometimes there will be no dispute. Payment alone is not coming. Services are rendered, goods are provided, supplied, but the debtor is not paying. He is defaulting. So that default is important. Similarly, financial creditor, mostly banks, financial institutions, non-banking finance companies, they lend money and the payment of interest, there is a difficulty. Interest is not paid, installments are not paid, money is recalled, but they are not returning the money. The debtor defaults. So default is the denominator for triggering insolvency resolution process. Because we're talking about corporate, it is known as corporate insolvency resolution process. Of course, it's not necessary that the creditors must initiate, whether financial creditors or operational creditors. The debtor company itself can also initiate in a self-initiation process, which is known as a Section 10 process. Therefore, corporate insolvency resolution process can be triggered A, by the financial creditors under Section 7, B, by the operational creditors under Section 9, read with Section 8. Because operational creditors case, the operational creditor has to issue a notice to the debtor and debtor has to reply within 10 days, and thereafter only the process will start. Of course, if he doesn't reply, if he neglects the notice of the operational creditor, that doesn't matter. Operational creditors can just wait for 10 days, and after that, whether reply is received or not, dispute or not, he can file an application for triggering the corporate insolvency resolution process. And under Section 10, the debtor company itself can also commence corporate insolvency resolution process, provided it is armed with a special resolution of its shareholders that they have committed default to the corporate debtor, has committed default to the creditor, maybe financial creditor, maybe a operational creditor. Employees are also operational creditors because they are also doing service. So these are all the three ways in which the CIRP can be commenced. And that's it. I have tried to finish it within 5 minutes. Thank you.